So I feel like my actions, I need to do some explaining. I don't know y'all anything, but you on the other hand, I want you to understand something. Read my lips, okay?
No new taxes.
Ace Haven,
Okay.
now that you're his running buddy, I was the first running buddy. And then after I didn't offer anything, I was replaced by Tyler Gage. And then he was replaced with Damian Serotonin. What do you think is going to happen to you when you're no longer useful? I want you to think about that. And I also want you to think about the fact that I'm going to be on Team Harley next week. So I look forward to it. But I want you to sit down and enjoy yourself and think about what I just told you. Because eventually Ace Haven's going to get tired of you. And you're going to be off by yourself, all alone. And he's going to have your replacement waiting for you.
Got Spade saying the King of the South is going to replace Cameron Keys the way he replaced him.
Well, he was the first one replaced on the original Pro South roster.
Saying he was replaced by Tyler Gage, who was then replaced by Damian Serotonin, who was in turn replaced by Cameron Keys himself.
Who was in turn replaced by Sean Christopher, who was in turn replaced by Jake Franklin. And here we go, full circle. Jake Franklin can't make a name for himself tonight, taking out Scott Spade.
Jake Franklin, Haven trainee. And that guy.
Jake's in the same spot that Scott originally was in.
Making his way to the ring, he is that guy, Jake Franklin!
Scott Spade declaring next week at Wicked Havoc he'll be participating on behalf of Team Harley. Keep Cameron Keith right where he's at, apparently in that cage.
The diversity of Team Harley is not even looked upon as it should be. I believe that's going to be the X factor, is the diversity in Team Harley and who she has having her back compared to who has the back of her dad, Ace Haven.
Absolutely.
I guess I should say dad. Collar and elbow tie up there. Of course, expertise, veteranship, power, all going to Scott Spade. What can Jake do to win this match, guys?
Well, we've seen exactly what Jake Franklin can do to win a match. We've seen that he's able to take punishment and has an uncanny ability to give it right back.
Spade grabbing the rope there, causing the break. Referee getting in between these two competitors.
Jake Franklin, known for being unbelievably resilient and not unafraid to take a little punishment to dish it back out.
That reminds me of Jake Franklin and Scott Spade. I'm telling you, these two, if they pointed at each other, they'd be doing the Spider-Man meme. Spade ate for so long here at Pro South, just getting the crap beat out of him, but able to just flourish. And Jake still looking for that opportunity to flourish like he feels like he should be. We saw what happened with him and Roma against Aiden Andrews, one of the biggest beatdowns and one of the worst slaughters we've seen in some time.
Oh, Franklin now putting himself in an awkward position, just putting himself in a weird position just to get one up on Spade. Malucha from Jake. big drop kick.
Going for the pinfall. Only a 1 count, though.
We mentioned how much alike these two are. They also mentioned Jake being a trainee of Ace Haven. It's worth noting that once upon a time, Scott Spade himself began his career as a trainee of Ace Haven.
As we said, he's flourished since then.
These two have been started out in the same shoes, but again, that's the age and experience.
You know, they say you should run a mile in someone's shoes. Scott Spade, if he ran in the shoes of Jake Franklin, he would leave him behind and possibly lap him. And Jake could not fill the shoes of a Scott Spade. At least not yet. Maybe at one point, but not now.
Scott Spade's the type to...
Is Jake busted open?
Can't tell if he is or if that's just the lights.
There's no telling with Jake. Kick to the side of the head.
I'd say as many times as we've seen Jake take a beating, it wouldn't shock me. Oh, big right hand.
He's got the teeth of a diamond and the chest of iron.
Nothing new for Jake Franklin, taking those big, vicious chops.
Oh, good cover there. See Spade putting his feet on the ropes, but Jake able to kick out somehow, some way.
Franklin fighting back. Spade shuts it down with a hard shot to the gut.
Cameron Keith on the outside, a present from the champ. Sleazy C to Harley Haven days before both of their birthdays. Of course, this is 18 years of Harley Haven celebrating here tonight at Pro South. But Scott Spade is laying it on thick against Jake Franklin.
Scott Spade with possibly the prettiest drop kick in all of Pro South.
Only a 2 count. It was on the button, and it knocked Jake for a loop, but Jake able to kick out.
That's that resiliency I was talking about.
Well, if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough.
Jake Franklin's like a lesbian wristwatch. Takes a lick and keeps on ticking.
Right hands to the gut from the lesbian wristwatch, Jake Franklin. Vintage Jake Franklin with a jumping neckbreaker. Only a 2 count, though. He could have broken ribs. Spade rolling from one corner to the other. He wants Jake off him. Just like that, momentum turned.
Spade baited Franklin in.
He does know a thing or two about baiting people in. He is a master of it. And a right hand, yet another to the side of the face of Jake Franklin.
A series of big right hands. Lung blower. Spade is on Dream Street. He doesn't know where he's at right now.
And finally off his feet.
Just like that, Jake Franklin.
He should have pulled him. He rolled him the wrong way. Rolled him towards the ropes. Foot on the ropes.
That's that inexperience of Franklin.
Had he just pulled him one more time, he'd had him in the middle of the ring. But alas, only a 2 count.
Franklin.
Scott Spade lives to fight another round.
Franklin just barely out of his greenhorn year.
He's tuning up the band.
He's got something big planned here.
He's going to make him famous.
Might be thinking that famouser. Oh no. Copenhagen kick.
And like Bush beer, it goes down smooth.
Here's your